Hello everyone, and welcome to the adventures of Chell or Shell in the ancient forgotten lands of the 50s.
Okay, yeah, I needed to let everybody know that there's sort of an exciting 2000 style action movie twist to this episode, which is that Josh ingested a tube of deadly poison, which is going to slowly kick in as we keep recording these episodes.
Yep.
My dreams are coming to fruition.
By a deadly poison, I do mean an oral analgesic to treat his burnt tongue, presumably from eating
filled with deadly poison.
Or some other cartoon character shit.
I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know
so it is in this room, by the way, Josh. It's right here.
It's in one of those little offices. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you have to get from that office. Yeah, don't keep going. Kill yourself.
Yes, this episode brought to you by Easter eggs that don't fucking matter about anything ever.
Yeah.
So aren't you guys excited to find out what Half-Life Episode 3 is going to be like?
We ended last week searching for the thing, and we ended like 2 seconds before you get there, because it's up in that office in the upper right there.
Awesome. Okay.
Hey Josh, since you are like slowly being poisoned to death, I have one final request for you. I know that's not normally how final requests work, but I think that needs must on this one. Please jump less.
I don't think I will.
Wow, that's fucking rude.
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself...
It's in there, Josh. You just gotta go behind the couch.
Well, I'm listening to the Cave Johnson stuff.
Am I in danger?
It is important.
Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60?
It's not even $80. Rutskarn was like, oh, it's in the Who Wants to Make $80 part, right? It's 60.
This is what I was talking about earlier, where like you get to immerse yourself in like the kind of there you go, theme park attraction style, like setting the tone early stuff, and now we've got the like. Now we've got things are not going as well for our man Cave Johnson, and he's still excited about science, but he cannot exactly work with the cream of the crop.
Now this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours.
Borealis.
Wow, what a great Easter egg! Totally worth our time.
Fucking nothing.
I was way more excited about this until it happened, and had no recollection of this whatsoever. Maybe I didn't even see it.
This
and now
is literally,
and I feel like I've been robbed.
It's literally wow. It's fucking nothing.
I might have overhyped it. But if I didn't overhype it, then we wouldn't have done it. So
that's true. This is road trip. This is a road trip right here.
When
Mumbles is like,
said,
hey everybody,
ship, so
hey everybody, that the next rest stop is the world's biggest drop plot point, and we're like, oh shit, let's swerve over and buy souvenirs, and then Valve's like, here's the souvenir. It is Half-Life the lab.
I am like that in real life.
Not to be an annoying fan nerd person, but they did. The Cave did just say,
and yet you persist.
Well, Cave just said he's working on experimental teleport tech, and that's ostensibly a lot of what Black Mesa was working on when they did their resonance cascade. Is it implied that part of the reason the Borealis is relevant is that it might have some of the teleportation tech that would facilitate some...
Wow. Did he mention the Borealis specifically?
No, but
because he did mention Black Mesa like stealing stuff in his opening narration here, but I don't think he said anything more. All right,
there's also. I mean, how else do you get a cruise boat sized thing out from a salt mine in the middle of Utah or Idaho or wherever the hell we are?
Yeah, I
didn't check the comments.
Water?
Did I piss off any Idahoans?
We're in Michigan.
Did they just have like a Pirates of the Caribbean log flume that they sent it?
That's exactly right. And as any Idahoian would attest, there's lots of log rides. So many.
Oh yeah, we all know so much about Idaho.
I feel like that's more of a Dell's thing.
As Idaho knowers,
yes,
people who've been to Idaho.
Just like kidnap a bunch of like Idaho fairground operators in the dead of night. Like, we bought you because they're the best of the best. We need to get this ship down this flume. And brother, it's gonna be a big flume. And you will get wet. You may get soaked. You might survive the night.
These are some fucking
comment below, Idahos.
Posters here.
Rise up, my Idahoians.
So
wait, you're not. So you're gonna say comment below Idahos, but not then say rise up, my Idahos.
I don't know. I'm a chaotic person. I don't know if you know this about me. It's been over a decade of knowing me, Joshua. I'm pretty chaotic.
It's actually been more like 15 years, honestly.
What?
We were talking about that earlier, actually.
I just did the math. Well, I didn't do the math. The computer did the math. But I crunched the numbers into the calculator, and it says that $60 in 1970 is like $450 now. So that's not as insulting as it sounds.
Ooh, doggy.
$450 is a very specific amount of money to give someone who has absolutely nothing.
What about like 75? Do we know that this is 70 on the dot, or is this like 75?
It was 60, actually. Oh,
this isn't 60s.
I thought he said 19. Okay, no, sorry. I thought it was. No, it's not the 1960s. I thought you meant $60. But like, he actually said the 1986 trial earlier.
1986. This is in the. This is the year I was born.
Or shortly
it's
thereafter.
1968, actually.
What? That was,
the year I was 2.
You were 2 in 1968, but you were born in 1986.
Yeah, think about it.
This is chaotic. I'll try to find.
Here we go.
Okay. Let me find a timeline of dates for this section because I never got that straight myself. I thought this was the 1970s also, but.
Oh.
This part is the 70s, I thought.
And a crow is eating Gladys.
No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings.
And I'm conflicted because crows are cool, as we all know.
Just scoot them.
They didn't have personal computers like this in 1968, though.
It is the 80s. It is the 80s.
Yeah, it's the 80s.
Oh, thanks.
But
it's some point in the 1980s, I guess.
But the Aperture Science logo doesn't look like 80s to me. Maybe early 80s?
See it? Oh.
Doesn't it look like the 70s to you?
It looks like the late 70s, early 80s is what I would say.
Well, I guess you could keep a logo for more than like a year. So maybe they got it in like the late 70s.
I feel like Cave Johnson is the sort of person who, like, his marketing team just absolutely hates his guts.
I'm a mid-century modern expert, not a 80s/late 70s expert.
Nobody wants to remember the 80s.
I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
I mean, most of the people in this room were there in the 80s, and we don't want to remember the 80s. Ah!
What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like
Just like, I think this is what honestly really cemented it for me, that like, this game is going completely off the rails of what I would have expected from Portal. We've got Slapstick featuring GLaDOS.
that extra
Yeah.
helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn
Oh, for
up
fuck's
the
sake.
going.
Please tell me it's saved.
Of course it did. It's a fucking...
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so the ship is behind the thing. You gotta...
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode.
Hi, everybody.
Somebody does
Welcome to Spoiler Warning.
I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own
We're doing such a great job. Good job, us.
going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse.
Saw your own head off and wedge it in my
Be
butt.
up to him and put me back into
You know, that actually happens in Soma now that I think about it.
no tricks.
No shit.
Potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity by
That's not a reference, because this came out like years before Soma did.
Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this.
I forget how they make it so that you need to get GLaDOS before you can progress.
Partially eaten by a bird.
Because she's literally just sitting on a fucking button.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's
That's
your
literally
answer.
the reason.
Do you have a
All right, quick save.
Can I do that?
Be careful not to quick load, but yes.
Yeah, like source games are very good about quick saving.
Josh Camster is very sure of your abilities in this endeavor.
Yes, I'm getting that sense from Chris.
Josh, I think you, oh, there you go. Okay, you got it.
I do appreciate that GLaDOS said idiot right as it faded out from when I fell down the hole the last time.
Did anything happen while I was out?
No, that was a loading screen. Nothing happens in loading screens. Where are we?
Testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60. Carolina, the
1972-01.
Yeah, because the 80s, I thought, was after we get the moon rocks and everything, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's both the 80s. I think it's early 80s, late 80s is the idea.
Just more
I think
80s.
we all just... I think the same thing happened for all of us, which is that we knew that the last part was the 80s, the first part seems like maybe the 60s, and we all just kind of assumed that, like, it's just decade at a time, like it's 60s, 70s, 80s.
No, the Aperture Science logo looks like the 70s. That's some groovy fucking font happening there.
What is this?
This is the run fast juice.
Velocity gel. Okay.
Let's go fast.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I actually 100%, like, if you had demanded that I name all of the different gels that are in this section of the game, I've been like, well, there's blue, orange, and white. The blue one makes you bounce. The white one is... We'll get to that. But the orange one is... fuck.
I like that Josh was too lazy to turn around, so he just made a portal in front of himself.
Now you're thinking with portals, you lazy piece of shit.
How do I do it?
Now you run back there, right?
Oh, I see. Okay. I need to do that so that I have that portal up there so I can get back there from here. And then I can put that here and go like this.
You got Nickelodeon slime.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I love how you were absolutely right in principle and you fucked it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, see? Like, I was actually about to say, like, see, everybody was worried that, like, we'd get stuck on all the puzzles and this would be a slow season. But look, Josh remembers.
I really wish that people working on wikis knew how to write.
I also wish this would continue.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the exact years that some of these levels take place.
What wiki are you looking at?
Theportalwiki.com.
Wow, I wrote that, Camster, so that's fucking rude of you to say about my writing.
Okay, so you wrote this. Through the Portal 2 storyline, the player encounters old-looking levels with graphics predating the 90s. They are, so-called, the Cave Johnson levels, which have a distinct look no other level design has.
What the?
Why do you hate on my phrasing?
It is very awkward, and I find it bad.
You're right. It wasn't me.
Give you on that essay? What grade did Miss Beasley give you on that essay, Mumbles?
D+, like all my other grades. No, if I had written it, it would have more swears somehow. We all know this.
Oh wait, right. Oh.
You can't. Okay. I was about to ask for permission to be like to share a infinitesimal pet peeve about wikis, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna make you suffer the indignity of either giving me permission or not giving me permission, and then I do it anyway.
Oh my god, this is worse somehow. Go on.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I dislike wikis about fictional stories that are written in the past tense.
Give me an example. And make it Lord of the Rings.
Aragorn was the king of Middle-earth.
Was he not?
What?
Well, instead of Aragorn is like this. Like, instead of like Aragorn is a ranger / Numenorian dude, it's like Aragorn was. Because then it's like stuff like humans were a species. Like, because they enforce it consistently.
You have repeatedly complained to me about the way that everything is past tense in the fucking Star Wars wiki, which makes it really weird. Like,
At first I thought it was because Star Wars
was a planet. Who knows now?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about Star Wars, Red Scarn, if you're a nerd like I am, but Star Wars happened a long time ago.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, but the problem with Wikipedia specifically is not even the tense itself. It's that it covers things that really should not be covered on Wikipedia, and that's what makes it weird, right? Like, you can look up articles on, like, water, and it'll be like, water was a substance that was important to human.
Yeah.
Breasts were.
Yes. I think we've literally had that conversation on this show before.
I don't know. Anyway, point is, it bugs me. The other wiki that does it that I think was the D&D wiki, and it really annoys me for some reason. It's so petty. There's not really a great argument for or against it. I apparently just have a preference, and I feel very strongly that everyone else should follow it.
Oh, huh. Okay. I know what to do. I think. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, you know, I thought that was gonna work.
That is a great little trap, though. I love it. The anticlimax of that.
Oh yeah, it won't be any fun if we have Josh just doing puzzles. That won't be funny at all.
I actually don't remember how there's like brackets for the portals that you could see through walls and stuff. Was that always in this game? And did they added it for this game, right? It wasn't in Portal 1? Or was it?
I believe so.
I don't remember
I
it
don't
in
think
Portal
you could
1.
see it through walls, no.
It makes a lot of sense. Like, I can't imagine not having that feature now.
Oh, that's why that portal or that wall's there, so you can get back. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing with Portal 1 is I think it was all designed to be everything was in view at once. I think doing that allowed them to make much larger puzzles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.